Yes. Very good morning. Welcome to yet another embedded system theory class. Uh, is it you people learn something new this semester in the under the topic of embedded system? There are few students. Yesterday you said that already you have learned what is ARM in a little way. Am I correct? For others only it is entirely new. Some of the students already attended some NPTEL courses, they said, so they may know some basics. So those students, please help your friends whenever they have some doubt. Apart from our teaching, if you discuss among yourself, it will be good one. Okay. So whoever already have a preliminary idea about this ARM architecture and some basics, so whenever your friends finding any difficulty to understand, please guide. Okay. Yes. We will start the today's session. Before that, in yesterday's class, we have discussed a few concepts. Can anyone summarize by unmuting your mic? Can anyone summarize what we have discussed? See, I clearly I told you, unmute and discuss. See, if you start speak, you need a little more clarity than you chat. That's why I am thinking, I am checking who is having much clarity in the topics covered. And we don't want all the concepts discussed need to be summarized. What are the things in your mind that you summarize that is sufficient, more than enough? Or else, who are having the class note, just take a class note and read it out. What are the content you have written? Yes, anyone can make an attempt quick.
Sir,
Don't
user
operating modes. Okay, very good.
user mode, fast interrupt request mode, sir, interrupt request mode, supervisor mode, abroad mode, system mode, and undefined mode. This one.
Abort mode. Okay, that is
Abort.
not abroad mode. Abort mode. Very good, very good. There are 7 modes of operation. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else other than this? What we have discussed? Other than this,
Bank
what we
registers.
have? What?
Bank registers. Bank
Bank
registers.
registers. So it's a wonderful concept. It is wonderful concept introduced by ARM. Okay. So the bank register. How many bank registers are available? How many bank registers are available in ARM 7? How many?
20.
20, sir.
20, 20, 20. Okay. Is it all the 20 registers are available at a time? Is it all the 20 registers are available at a time?
Depend upon modes.
Depend upon mode in which we are standing. Okay, say example. Okay, which mode have more number of bank registers?
FAQ.
Okay, can you tell me? Don't stick with the abbreviation for the initial things. What is FAQ?
Fast interrupt request.
Very good, very good. Fast interrupt request. Okay, who said that answer? Who said that answer?
Sir, Abhinaya, sir.
Vinaya, have you browsed why fast interrupt request mode has more number of bank registers? No. Okay, no issue, no issue. Today we will discuss that one. I think I gave the same assignment to someone. I think I gave to Srihari to find? Srihari? Okay. Okay. How many of them browsed about your mobile battery and the laptop battery? Please say yes or no in the chat box. How many of them browsed related to the mobile battery, what we have discussed in between our class discussion? Is it anyone browsed? Anyone identified why your laptop battery has more than 2 terminals? Okay, but basic why your mobile phone battery has more than 2 terminal? What about the third terminal? Can anyone tell me what about the third terminal? Have you browsed why you have a third terminal? I simply said it is a data. Have you browsed what data it is? Okay, that's why I'm asking Srihari specifically what data it is. Have you browsed? Do we have any other hardware component built with your lithium battery? About the battery only, obviously. See, it's about the battery only. I'm asking specifically what data it is. So it seems you people are not status. Don't put some generalistic answers to escape. We discussed it. The lithium batteries are more sensitive to one parameter. So the same parameter we need to monitor. Am I correct? What is the parameter? Sivabalan also said in the last class. Temperature, very good. So Srihari, please unmute yourself. What may be the third pin output? Unmute and tell in elaborated way. What may be the temperature of
battery.
your lithium battery? Okay, how you will sense your temperature?
By temperature sensor.
What are the different type of temperature sensors you know?
Sir, IC LM05.
Okay.
Sir, அது மட்டும் தான் சார் யூஸ்.
So, yes, this is the one fundamental flow of your final round technical question. Okay. So chain reaction money, the questions will be in a chain pattern. How clear you are in the particular concept they will test. It's a very, very essential ability of the engineer. Okay, before that, I wish you everyone in a day, Nikki. What is it today's special? Engineers Day. Okay, so engineer, soon you people are going to become an engineer. Already you are 75%, approximately 75% engineer. Correct, Akana? Soon you are going to finish your 25%, then you will become a 100% engineer. Before you get a 100% engineer certification, please equip some engineering skills within you. Okay, with this we will start the today's class. The engineer's task is not very simple. You need to learn a lot, you need to work a lot, you need to sacrifice a lot. So, எது sacrifice பண்ணோம்? In the initial stages of your work also, you need to sacrifice many entertainment. Then only you will learn many things. Okay, thereby you can put some fixed position in your profession. Okay, so I wish everyone to become a successful engineer. We will help you. We are ready to help. We are giving many tips what you have to enhance, but only very few are practicing that. Within a month or within a year, you can't become an engineer, perfect engineer. Okay, it is a continuous process. Enhance, start read, start browse, start think, start do. These 4 points, keep it in your mind. Start read, start think, start do. So இதெல்லாம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும், continuous process. Okay, if you drop any one point from this 4, you will lose something. Okay, so do have a habit to do these things, then only you can become a successful engineer. Okay, yes. Yes, these are all some highlights, the bank registers. So whenever we are talking about the bank register, only these boxes you should remember. Okay, you need to forget about the remaining registers in the particular mode. That's why this kind of animations are created. In your handout, you may see only this diagram with some black shaded portion. Okay, so it may not be much clarity. So take a screenshot of this one. It will be very, very useful. Okay, so the highlighted portions are your bank registers. So these kind of animations we can't put it in the textbooks. Okay, so unless otherwise if you listen to the class, these kind of animations won't register in your mind. So okay, that's all. Then what else we have discussed is the user mode. So once I switch from the user mode to the FIQ mode, so these are all the new registers appears as a bank register. So initially only the white boxes are available. Once you enter into the fast interrupt request, they immediately the dark yellow, I think that color, those registers will get appear. So that is from R8 to R14, then SPSR. So I gave few more tasks to you people to find what is CPSR, what is SPSR. I hope you people browse something. Today we are going to discuss those things in detail. Okay, yes. So these are all the different mode switching, how we will switch from one to other, then what kind of new bank registers you will get into them. Okay, my question was, why do we need this kind of new set of registers? Any idea, dear students? Why you need this kind of new set of registers? You think about the fast interrupt request and tell me why this particular mode has this many registers. What may be the advantage or disadvantage? Please, can anyone interact and by unmuting your mic, please? What may be the advantage by switching from here to here? Any idea? Special functions. That's why you tell me what is the special functions, what is the advantages you are getting by having some first copy. Any idea? Any idea? Any idea? Okay, let me tell you one simple example. A simple example. You are switching from your home to college. Your home to college. In your home, you are using some facilities. Whenever you come to college, there are some facilities. You can take it from there and use it. There are some facilities you can't take it from there. You will get it as a new one. Can anyone tell me what are all the examples of the new things you will get it in the college, but that will not available in your home? Can anyone tell me what is the any one or two facilities were not available? Hostel food, okay. Then food is a common one, but food underscore hostel. Am I correct, sir? Food underscore home. Okay. Any other else? Hostel. Okay. Other than that, hostel skip pannite. Hostel we can discuss many things. Hostel you can do some group discussions, the direct interaction, teachers. Okay. Any other thing? Any other thing? But you people are surrounding only in the hostel. Why can't you think about the college campus, Triple block, first floor missions lab, second floor PSA lab? Like that, why you people are not thinking smart class lab, smart classes? Okay, so that means what? That means what? There will be a difference in the classroom. See, even now you are in the classroom, you can access from the home. But you've come to the campus, it is little different. Am I correct? So, the facilities may be the same. Facilities may be the same, but they are very little different. Another name Marik. This is precise as a programmer. If you think about you are in the user mode, you are accessing these registers. Please listen, and you only going to tell the answer. Okay. So you are accessing R to R15 register, CPSR register. Okay, you are switching from user mode to FIQ. Tell me whether these modes are permanent one or a temporary one. These other modes, other than user mode, in the modes are not temporary. The moment open illa permanent in the mode long time. Step by step I am asking the question. If you answer, it will be good. Are you stand more time in these modes? No, as Srihari said, it is temporary. The moment you go and you will come back. Please listen. I am switching. I am interesting switching from user to FIQ. What are all the things I used to do? என்ன பண்ணுவேன் நான்? இங்கிருந்து இங்க switch ஆகுறேன். இங்கிருந்து இங்க switch ஆகுறேன். Whether I switch from this mode to here, do I need to take a backup of my user mode? Do I need to take a backup of my register values? If so, what are all the registers we need to take a backup? What are all the registers we no need to take a backup? While I switch to the fast interrupt request, please unmute and interact, else it will prolong long time. Please unmute and interact. See, நீ இப்போ ஒரு ஆன்சர் போட்டிருக்க. I asked you 2 questions. எதுக்கு இந்த ஆன்சர் நான் எடுத்துக்கிறது? ப்ளீஸ் அன்மியூட் அண்ட் இன்டராக்ட். ஓகே, லெட் மீ டிசேபிள் த சேட் பாக்ஸ். அப்பதான் கொஞ்சம் கிளாஸ் ஸ்பீட் ஆகும். நான் சேட் பார்த்து கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு இருந்தா முடியாது. ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் அன்மியூட் அண்ட்
RA to R backup.
ஒன் மினிட் கொஞ்சம் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க. இல்லைன்னா வந்து இட் வில் டேக் அ லாங் டைம் டு ஃபினிஷ் த போர்ஷன். இப்போ நீ தான் உட்காந்து படிக்கிற மாதிரி ஆயிரும். சரியா? See, actually chatbot consumes a lot of time. I observed many times. Okay, I asked on a simple question. What is the question? If I see, I'm taking the class. Sorry for the interruption. Yes. See, actually, it is a fantastic example. We supposed to discuss the same. The example came knowingly or unknowingly. Okay. Actually, we were in user mode. I am in a teaching mode. Someone came and I addressed that. Then I returned back. What is this? What is this phenomena? Already you have studied in your MPMC and all. One regular duty, then in between something, then I am coming back, resume the work. What is that? This is our regular class. In between, I went somewhere, then I came back here. What is that? What is that called? What is that called? Don't spell the abbreviations. Yeah, interrupt. It is an interrupt. Am I correct? Simply, it is an interrupt. So interrupt la nama poi enna pandrom? See, we are doing some work, regular work. If you are getting some interrupt, based on the priority, you will take the interrupt. That is also one more thing. If you are getting more than one interrupt, you assume only one interrupt. So what I will do, I will go back, go to the particular thing, and we will finish that. Only very short time only we will stay there. Then we will come back to the next line, what I need to execute, and so on we will continue. The same thing, we are switching from user mode to the fast interrupt request. Okay, at the time, these are all the registers of new copy. So that therefore, I no need to take the backup of R18 to R14. I can have these things as such. And tell me what are all the registers I need to take a backup while I enter into the FIQ. What are all the registers you need to take a backup? Please unmute and tell. Register number start from. Avada. Now slide mode vantana yela odanu. Hello? Sir, am I audible?
R8 to this. R8 or
பாத்தியா, கொஸ்டினே நீ புரிஞ்சிக்கல. நீ எங்கேயோ சிந்தனையை டைவர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு திரும்ப R15 Cpsr, then
SP.
any other answer?
R0 to R7.
This is the one, huge one. You need to tell who said that answer.
Sir,
Akshay Prasad, very good. So whatever Sri Hari said was also right. R14, R15, CPSR, then R0 to R7. It's a huge list. Okay, so whenever I move from this mode to user mode to the FIQ, I have a huge flexibility. I no need to take a backup of these registers. Why, sir? Why, sir? In FIQ mode, you are going to use fresh copy of the same registers. Okay, therefore I no need to take a backup. So little backup work only I will do before I getting into the FIQ. Then if I come back to the user mode, what I need to do? Can anyone tell me exactly? See, now I entered it here. We did some process. The process may change these register values. If you want, we can take these values to the next mode, or else if you are getting into the user mode, whatever the backup you have it already, you need to restore and then you need to start your work. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? That is why the fast interrupt request has more bank register, because now ஒரு அர்ஜென்ட்டா ஒரு interrupt request process பண்ணும். At the time, if I do a backup of these many registers, it is meaningless. It is meaningless. Say we are attempting some fire accident in some hall where we stayed. At that time, what are all the backup you will take and you will escape from the home? Very, very little thing and very, very essential thing. Am I correct? Same time, I'm going to some other picnic, or I'm going to some other tour. That time we will take more backup. Am I correct? Many things we will take. எனக்கு travel பண்றது தண்ணி வேணும், இது வேணும், tablet, many things you will think, but some urgent, very, very emergency condition, you will think very, very limited thing to backup. Is it clear, dear students? That's why the fast interrupt request has more number of bank registers. What is the advantage of this one? What is the advantage of this one? Your x-axis parameter plays the role. What is the x-axis? Parameter process பண்ணும்போது you will think about the x-axis. What is the quantity? You will quote in your x-axis most of the time. It is your time required to do the process. So I am running some program, interrupt came, then I am jumping back. Before jumping, I am doing some pre-process, then I am jumping into that. Then after finishing that, I am restoring something back, then I am continuing this. So these are all some subtasks before you are getting into your subroutine, that we will discuss in detail. At this point of time, you should know why you have these many registers in the FIQ. Now we will get into these two registers. Status, these two are status register. One is the CPSR current program. The second one is the saved program status register. No surprise, it is 32-bit wide. Okay, what kind of information it will store? It will store the current execution status. Okay, saved program status register will save the state of the current program status register, that is CPSR content, whenever it moves, whenever it hits the mode change. Very simple. CPSR is the current program status store pannum. Saved program status register means what? Whenever it changes from one mode to another, at the time it will take the CPSR content of the particular mode into the SPSR. That we will discuss later. Before that, we will discuss what is CPSR. So what is CPSR in detail? Please note down, it is a 32-bit register. It has many fields within it. One is the control field. The second one is the extension field. Then status field and flag field. கொஞ்சம் அனிமேஷன் வந்து கொஞ்சம் தள்ளி போயிடுச்சுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் கண்ணு. ஓகேவா? ஸோ ஃபிளாக் ஃபீல்ட் அண்ட் த ஸ்டேட்டஸ் ஃபீல்ட் கொஞ்சம் அட்ஜஸ்ட் ஆகி வரணும் இமேஜில். ஓகே, now I will tell you what is that. Okay, so the controlled field is this one. So this is your extension field. Okay, 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 extension status field. So together is this one. These are all flag field. Okay, இப்படி ஒரு arrow mark வரணும். Remaining are reserved one. Remaining are in between இருக்கிறது reserved one. What is this control field? What is this extension and status field? So in that you are having only I, F and T. Okay, so we will discuss one by one in detail. Okay, yes. Now what is this flag field? First we will discuss flag field. உனக்கு நிறைய டைம் நீ படிச்சிருக்க கரெக்ட்டா? So flag field na enna sir பார்க்கலாமா? The flag field, already you know the meaning of these letters. இதுல என்ன letters உனக்கு already தெரியும்? Can anyone tell me what are the letters already you know? What are the letters you already know? Hello, what are the letters already you know in this? N, Z, C, V, Q, J. இதுல எதெல்லாம் உனக்கு தெரியும்? ஹலோ
சார் N Z C V
N Z C V in extended way, you know. Very good. So here also the same thing. N represents negative result of your ALU operation. Z represents zero result from the ALU. That any arithmetic functions. Okay. Then carry. Then overflow. When the overflow will occur? Any idea? When overflow will occur? Any idea? When overflow will occur? Any idea? Overflow எப்ப occur ஆகும்? Multiplication, then counter operation. Am I correct? Correct, am I correct? So counter or some storing value, okay, some sensor data you are keep on storing. After some time, and that increments means you will get a overflow. So why do we need this kind of flag field? Any idea? Why do we need this kind of flag field? Any idea? எதுக்காக நம்ம இந்த flag யூஸ் பண்றோம்? Any idea?
condition check பண்றது.
Condition check பண்ணி we can do some other decision making process. Shall we say like that? Based on the particular condition, we need to do some decision. Okay, so again it will help you to do some manipulation in your body. Okay, what is the new thing here? Q and J. Q is for saturated. In the saturated, sir, already we have discussed in the DSP process. Your arm supports some saturation feature. What is that? Whenever my process getting saturated, it is almost similar to your overflow. That we will discuss in detail. Okay, then Java bytecode execution. So your system doing some Java coding execution. At the time, this flag will indicate my particular process is carried out in the Java code. So these are all your flag field. It's very simple. It is 1 bit length, individual things are. So based on the execution, it will set to 1 or a 0. Okay, is it clear up to this? Q we will discuss in detail. Okay, so the 32-bit register CPSR flag field is very clear. Two things you need to discuss in a little detailed way. That is your okay. In the same slide, we are highlighting one more thing. What is the one more thing? Mode. What is the function of this mode? Any guess from your side? எதுக்காக இந்த பிட்ஸ் கொடுத்திருக்கலாம் இந்த கண்ட்ரோல் ஃபீல்ட்? எனி ஐடியா? Do we discussed anything related to the modes of operation? Discuss பண்ணமா? We discussed many modes, am I correct? Many modes. So the programmer can write some coding to switch your program from one mode to another. So அப்ப அந்த flexibility எங்கிருந்து எடுத்துக்கலாம்? From these bits. Using these bits, you can program to change from one mode to another. Okay, that and all we'll discuss in detail. Okay, first we will, now the overview is flag field and the mode field. Okay, இந்த 4 ஃபீல்டுக்கு எப்படி நம்ம ஸ்விட்ச் ஆகுன்றத பார்க்கலாம். ஓகேவா? Now condition flags. Condition flags are 2 flags. One is the queue. இதுல என்னன்னா sticky overflow flag. Note பண்ணிக்கோ. It is not a simply overflow. It is a sticky overflow. So there is a difference between the V and the Q. What is the function of the sticky overflow? So there are some situations, your 32-bit will get filled as FFF. By default, what will be the once you increment from this? Can anyone tell me what will be the next value? If I increment further, what may be the next value in the register? Not in this register, some other registers. FF kapra increment panna enna agum? It will get it to reset, then it will become 0, 0. But there are some applications like a DSP process. At that time, we need to indicate your process getting saturated. Okay, அதை எப்படி indicate பண்றது? அதை indicate பண்றதுக்கு தான் they introduced this flag field called sticky overflow flag, indicated with the letter called capital Q. Please note down, it is a very, very new to you people. Whenever you're doing the signal process, we discussed that one waveform, no? We discussed one waveform like this. Am I correct? So, a particular limit மேல போச்சுன்னா saturation. So, இதை நம்ம தாண்டிட்டாலும் இந்த saturate ஆனதை we need to indicate using this flag field. Is it clear, dear students? Is it clear? Okay. Now, okay, நான் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். உங்கள்கிட்ட ஆன்சர் கேட்டா it will take much time to finish, I think. Okay. Then J for Jezil. What is Jezil? It is related to the Java code. So Java code execute பண்ணும்போது we will use this particular flag field. So in the flag field நம்ம set பண்ணோம்னா that is the you are executing Java bytecode instruction in your process. So that's all about this flag field. Now we will get into the control field. What is the control field? Your control field start from 0 to 4. 0 to 4. So 0 to 4, இங்க இருக்கு 0 to 4. So 0 to 4 control field. 0 ல இருந்து 4 வரைக்கும் இருக்கு. Elaborate பார்க்கலாம். If it is all are 0, user mode. If all are 1, system mode. Then 1, 2, 3. அதுக்கடுத்தது என்ன சார்? அதுக்கடுத்தது என்னது? இது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வேற ஒரு ஆர்டர்ல இருக்குது. கரெக்டா? இந்த பைனரி ஆர்டர்ல இல்லை. Am I correct? It is not in the binary order. There is a reason behind that. You note down this table. So first is 0, second one also 0, then third one also 0, then fourth one also 0, and last one is 1 means you are running in the user mode. In the same fashion, if you fill from 0 to 4, you can make your program to getting into the particular mode. Is it clear, dear students? Is it clear? Please say yes or no. Else after a fraction of seconds, I assume it is yes, then I will move to the next slide. Okay, then. So we discussed the mode bits. Mode bit le no doubt illa. Now we will come to the control bits. I, F and T. Any idea about the I, F and T? These two may not be immediately you will get, but T you know. What is T? T in Jolly most many times we have discussed. What is this T? What is this T? What is this T? No idea. What is this capital T? Then in a version also we have discussed something bracket. ARM versions every read பண்ணும்போது we discussed about the capital T. Anyone recollect what is the capital T? In the ARM 7 we discussed versions. Any guess? What is the capital T? கொஞ்சம் சத்தமா சொல்லுங்க. Thumb. That's all. Are you running the thumb instruction or the ARM instruction? I need to give a command to the particular status register. From the if I read the status register, I come to know that I am executing this. Am I correct? Am I correct? The control fields are one. Control fields are one. By writing some coding into that, you can control your flow of coding. These are all flag field. Using this, you can find what is this, what is the change happened. You can take it this as a result, output, this as the input to your process. Okay, so இங்க நீ எழுதுறத வச்சு உன்னோட இதை நீனால சேஞ்ச் பண்ண முடியும். ஓகேவா? So now we will see how I can do that magic. Okay, so I and F are very simple. I and F flags are I represents normal interrupt, F represents fast interrupt. That means what? That means what? That means what? We discussed two type of interrupt modes. No, what is that? What are the two type of interrupt mode? Normal, how we will represent? Normal, how we will represent? Normal எப்படி represent பண்ணும்? Normal interrupt ஒரு notation வச்சு represent பண்ணும். Hello? In modes la. Normal we will represent with. யாருமே கிளாஸ் நோட் எடுக்கிறது இல்லை. கடனுக்கேன்னு உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்கிற, கடனுக்கே நானும் கிளாஸ் எடுக்கட்டுமா? ஒரு ஆள் கூட நோட்ஸ் எடுக்கிறது இல்லை. ஆப்போசிட்ல உட்காந்து நான் போர்ஷனை முடிச்சிடறேன், படிச்சு எழுதி பாஸ் ஆக வேண்டியது, வேலை வாங்க வேண்டியது பொறுப்பு. சரியா? எல்லாத்தையும் நோக்கி நான் இங்க தலையில போட்டேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, எங்களுக்கும் ஒன்னதுனால வரப்போறது இல்லை. சரியா? நாங்க பாட்டுக்கு கொஞ்சம் கேர் எடுத்து ஏதாவது பண்ணா, ஏதாவது எழுதணும், புரியலன்னா கேட்கணும், நான் போர்ஷனும் முடிக்கணும். எவ்வளோ கன்ஸ்டன்ஸ் இருக்கு பாரு கிளாஸ்ல. எஃபெக்டிவ் ஆன்லைன் டீச்சிங் பண்ணணும், நோ சப்போர்ட் அட் ஆல். சரிவா? ஐ மீன்ஸ் இட் இஸ் எ நார்மல். ஐஆர்கியூ எத்தனை தடவை அந்த மேல எழுதியிருந்தது யூஎஸ் இந்த மோட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஆப்ரேஷன்ல. அப்புறம் எஃப்ஐக்யூன்னு எழுதியிருந்தது. நம்ம எப்படி நோட்டேட் பண்றோம்னு கேட்டா ஒருத்தவனும் சொல்ல மாட்டேன்ற. ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த ஃபீல்டு எதுக்காக யூஸ் பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, இஃப் யூ பாஸ் ஒன் இட் வில் டிசேபிள் த நார்மல் இன்டர்ப்ட். இஃப் யூ பாஸ் ஒன், இது எங்க சார் பாஸ் பண்றேன்? இங்க பாஸ் பண்ணும். If you pass here 1, it will disable your normal interrupt. Similarly, if I pass 1 here, it will disable fast interrupt. But here T, it is a fantastic one. If I pass 1, you can execute the thumb instruction. If you pass 0, you can execute the arm instruction. Is it clear, dear students? Is it clear? Is it clear? Therefore, it is called as a control field. You can control the mode, you can control the interrupt, and you can control which type of instruction you can execute. So that's all. That's all. These remaining fields are reserved. ARM 7 fabricate பண்ணும்போது reserved. Almost இது என்ன பண்ண போட்டாங்க? Production stopped. But still it is reserved. இது not used கூட சொல்லிக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? reserved maybe டிசைன் பண்ணும்போது திங்க் பண்ணிக்கலாம், இது வரைக்கும் அதை யூஸ் பண்ணல, பட் யூ டோன்ட் ரைட் as a not used. சரியா? That's all. Now we will get into the little discussion in the mode. If you discuss these modes, then you will come to know what are all some flexibilities we have it in this register based on your modes of operation. Okay va? And then பார்க்கலாமா? The modes of operation is broadly categorized into two types. One is the privileged and is a non-privileged mode. Please note down. கொஞ்சம் எழுதுங்கடா கண்ணா, எழுதுனாதான் கொஞ்சம் மைண்ட்ல ஸ்டோர் ஆகும். கேட்கும்போது சடனா சொல்லலாம். Do nothing sitting inside the in front of the class, online classroom is utter waste. ஓகேவா? எகெயின் நீ தான் பிளேஸ்மெண்ட்டுக்கு போகும்போது திரும்ப உட்காந்து என்னென்ன சப்ஜெக்ட் படிச்சேன்னு பார்க்கணும். நீ தான் திரும்ப உட்காந்து நோட்ஸ் எடுக்கணும். நீ தான் உட்காந்து படிக்கணும். டோன்ட் டூ த டாஸ்க் மல்டிபிள் டைம்ஸ். ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் அட்டன் பண்ணும்போது டேக் சம் நோட்ஸ். After the class, read something. Then during evening time, to take little more depth in that. அப்போ டெஸ்ட்டுக்கு நான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுமா சார்? No need. If you do these activities regularly basis, test and exams are nothing. Okay. தயவு செஞ்சு நோட்ஸ் எடு. நிறைய பேர் எழுதுறதே கிடையாது. நான் உங்ககிட்ட நோட்ஸை சப்மிட் பண்ணேன், கிளாஸ் ரூம்ல அசைன்மெண்ட் போஸ்ட் பண்ணேன், நான் தான் ஃபாலோ பண்ணேன். Indirectly, our work burden will get increased. So we are not interested to do that. Okay, so we will get into this privileged and non-privileged mode. So privileged mode abina IRQ, FIQ, abort mode and undefined mode and supervisor mode and system mode. What is a non-privileged mode? Your user modes are non-privileged mode. Think pannu. User mode la you can't install any app. User mode la you won't get any, you can't produce any interrupt. User mode la you won't get any error message. So normal operation is a non-privileged mode. Password கொடுத்து உள்ள போயிட்டு அவ்வளவுதான். But lock ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா you need to get into the some other mode. Then only you can unlock. That may be supervisor or system mode. You will come to know which mode it is exactly. It is not fall in these four. It may fall only these two that you need to find and tell after our discussion. Okay. Now the thing is that 7 modes of operation is categorized into 2 types. 6 modes falls in a single category. Only 1 mode, that is user mode, falls under the non-privileged mode. Why we are discussing this here means your CPSR register lab, we can do some magics based on the mode in which you are standing. Okay, what is that? What is that? What is that? So as per the mode, you are having number of bank registers available, and one more thing, access rights to the CPSR. Note பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Based on the mode of operation, access rights to CPS are going to change. Beyond the bank register availability, you have one more important thing. Based on the modes of operation, access rights in the CPSR. What is the access rights in the CPSR? Please see here. So this is my CPSR register. You know well. In a privileged mode, please note down. What are all the privileged mode? Can anyone tell me? இப்பதான் போன ஸ்டைல்ல காட்டல, சொன்னீங்கன்னா கொஞ்சம் நல்லா இருக்கும். What are all the privileged modes available? What are all the privileged mode available?
IRQ, FIQ, about undefined supervisor systems.
Very good, very good. Shall we tell other than user mode, all other modes falls in privileged mode?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now there are 2 modes are available, you know very well. Now you see in the non-privileged mode, user mode is the only non-privileged mode. All other modes are falls under the privileged. Please read. In a privileged mode, you can do read or write all bits of CPSR. What a fantastic feature here. But if you are in non-privileged mode, you can read control bits of CPSR and you can read or write the flag bits. Is it clear to everyone? What is the difference in these 2 modes? You can read or write all the bits. That is your flag bit and your control field. But if you are in a non-privileged mode, you have a little limitation. you can only read this control bits. You can only read this, but this field you can read bar right. Please make a note of this. Please make a note of this. Whenever you are writing some assembly level coding, at that time these things will help you a lot in a very extensive way based on your project flow. Please note down this. Very, very important point related to your modes of operation and your CPSR register. Okay, that's all. Then here, the same thing with the abbreviation privilege level. All the 7 modes not having privilege. Okay, note பண்ணி பாருங்க. Abort has a privilege, fast has a privilege, fast interrupt, this one supervisor system defined. User mode doesn't have a privilege. And also how to set that mode, the bit value is also given. Take down this chart. It is very, very important whenever you are writing some theory concepts or doing some coding. Okay, yes. Now we will get into the last register is saved program status. Already I have said one thing. Whenever you are moving from one mode to another, we want to take some backup not in the second one. We need to back up in some memory location. Then we need to switch it to this particular mode and we need to use it. Then before getting into the user mode, you need to restore these values back. Okay, that kind of magics we will do. Then current program status. See, now I am doing some arithmetic operation. What is the arithmetic operation? We are taking some temperature data and we are converting into degree Celsius or Fahrenheit calculation and we are displaying. This is our current program. Suddenly, your temperature threshold exceeds and you are generating one interrupt. Or interrupt வருது சார், ஒரு interrupt வருது. Are you interested to displaying the temperature, or you will go and do some precaution measures or giving some alert to the user? Then you will come back and you will resume your display process. Which one you will interested to do? Display பண்றதுல concentrate பண்ணுவியா இல்ல safety measure concentrate பண்ணுவியா? Which one you will do? Please tell me. எதை நீ பண்றதுக்கு லைக் பண்ணுவ? டிஸ்ப்ளே பண்றது முக்கியமா இல்ல போய் அலர்ட் கொடுக்கிறது முக்கியமா? ஹலோ, அலர்ட் கொடுக்கணும். சரி, அப்ப கொடுக்கும்போது you may did some along with the temperature, you may did some other calculation also in your registers. Are you interested to lose all the information what you have hold for a month? ஒரு month full-ஆ இந்த process run ஆயிருக்கு, அதோட values registerல இருக்கு. இது for ஒரு single interrupt-காக are you ready to lose your 30 days data? No, never. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? If you are going to do some task, you need to take a backup. At the same time, you are in the user mode. At that time, you have your current status. So current status நம்ம store பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம். Then you are getting to the new mode. At the time, you know that there is no special CPSR available. CPSR is common for all the mode. Tell me, after acknowledging the interrupt, if you come back to the user mode, whether the CPSR content what you have it in the interrupt mode is same as your user mode what you used earlier. Earlier user mode la நம்ம ஒரு CPSR யூஸ் பண்ணிருப்போம், ஒரு ஸ்டேட்டஸ் இருந்திருக்கும். அங்க இருந்து நம்ம switch ஆகறோம். Switch பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி if I use the same register, I need to take a backup. Where I need to take a backup? It is a fantastic feature given by your ARM, that is your saved program status register. So whenever you are switching from user mode to some other mode, we will store the user mode current program status. Okay, the particular status we will store it into the corresponding mode. எந்த மோடுக்கு switch ஆகுறியோ அதோட saved program status register you need to copy, make a copy. For say example, I am switching from user mode to the supervisory mode. At that time I need to make a copy of user mode like CPSR content. I need to bring it, I need to copy into the saved program status register of the supervisory mode. Can anyone tell me, once I switch back from this mode to this mode, what we will do? Any idea? இந்த மோட்ல இருந்து இந்த மோட் போகும்போது நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்? Any idea? புரிஞ்சவங்க சொல்லலாம். யூசர் மோட்ல இருந்து சூப்பர்வைசரி இந்த மோடுக்கு வரும்போது சேம் சிபிஎஸ்ஆர் இங்க தேவைப்படுது. அதனால என்ன பண்றோம்? இதை இங்க இருக்க எஸ்பிஎஸ்ஆர்ல காப்பி பண்ணிட்டு ஒர்க் பண்றோம். ரிட்டர்ன் போகும்போது என்ன சார் பண்ணணும்? Any idea? I don't want the particular mode current status. I need a previous status. Thereby save பண்ணிருக்கிறத திரும்ப கொண்டு போய் சிபிஎஸ்ஆர்ல கொண்டு வந்து வச்சிட்டு தான் we will resume the new process. Okay, user mode குள்ள வருவோம். Is it clear sir? Is it clear? இந்த arrow head change ஆகுறது எல்லா கண்ணுக்கு தெரியுதா சார்? Please say yes or no. தெரியுதா சார்? தெரியுதா? So these are all some minute things you should remember. Okay, so in tomorrow's class we will discuss what are all the modes available. Let me give one quick rapid intro within a 5 minute. Okay, I am in a user mode. If I give some reset in my system, if I reset my system, my mobile phone will get into the supervisor mode. Then this is the one possibility, getting into the supervisor mode. There is a second possibility. If I run software interrupt, that means you want to install some app. That is not possible to do in the user mode. Am I correct? Appo enna pannu? I need to get into the supervisor mode. I need to give some interrupt. Okay, software interrupt, that is not a hardware interrupt. Tappun inga irundhu kudichu inga or software install pandra. Then please listen. Whenever you are getting reset or software interrupt, after some time you need to come back to the user mode. That is the beauty of user mode. User mode is the one, most of the time we will stay only in the user mode. These are all, you can tell it as a temporary modes. Okay, but adala eludiraga and the terminology and the manufacturer adukku kudukala. So now I am in a user mode. I am resetting my mobile. I am getting into the supervisory mode. Then after some time you are getting into the user mode. If you want to install some software or something, you are again giving one interrupt, that is called software interrupt. At the time again you are getting into the supervisory mode. After servicing everything, we are getting back to the user mode. So two modes are very clear. Then fast interrupt mode. Immediately எனக்கு ஒரு interrupt produce ஆகுது என் mobile phone. I may drop my mobile phone from a long distance. ஒரு abnormal vibration in mobile phone create ஆகுது. But there are some mechanism to devibrate your உன்னோட vibration ஆப்போசிட்ல ரன் பண்ணி உன் வைப்ரேஷனை கம்மி பண்ண முடியும். அது மாதிரி மொபைல் ஃபோன்ஸ் அவைலபிள். அது மாதிரி ஒரு இன்டரப்ட் கிரியேட் பண்றோம். அப்ப என்ன ஆகுது? யூசர் மோட்ல இருந்து நான் இமீடியட்டா ஒரு ஃபாஸ்ட் இன்டரப்ட் போறேன். அதை முடிச்சுட்டு again I am coming back to the user. Okay, then normal interrupt. Okay, normal interrupt வருது, இன்டரப்ட்டுக்குள்ள போறோம், again we are coming back to the user. Then system mode. Some system calls. Okay, some system calls நம்ம கொடுத்தோம்னா system modeக்குள்ள போலாம். System modeல work பண்ணிட்டு திரும்பி வரலாம். What is system mode? We'll discuss in detail in the next class. Okay, abort mode. Two type of abort we discussed. One is the prefetch abort, another one is the data abort. It's very simple. நம்ம ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனை போய் ஃபெச் பண்றோம், அங்க அந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனே இல்ல மெமரியில. ஓகே, ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் மெமரியில போய் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனை ஃபெச் பண்றோம். ஃபெச் பண்ணும்போதே அது நமக்கு டிஸ்டர்ப் தருது. ஓகேவா? அப்போ அது என்னது? இட்ஸ் ஃப்ரீ பேஜ் அபார்ட். இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷனை ஃபெச் பண்ணிட்டோம், பட் ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணும்போது நமக்கு டேட்டா இல்லை. தட் இஸ் அ டேட்டா அபார்ட். ஸோ 2 type of abort available, prefetch abort and data abort. Okay, then undefined mode. Undefined mode. What is undefined mode? I am in a thumb mode la நான் select பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கேன், but I am trying to execute the arm instruction. thumb நம்ம செட் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கும் போது arm கொடுத்தோம்னா your system can't decode the particular instruction. That will give us some alert or something called the undefined mode. என்னோட சிஸ்டம் வந்து எனக்கு அன்டிஃபைன் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் நீங்க எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ண ட்ரை பண்றேன்னு சொல்லி யூசர் மோட்ல இருந்து ஜம்ப் பண்ணி அன்டிஃபைன்டு போயிடும். தென் அங்க ஏதாவது சம் சப்ரூட்டின் நம்ம எழுதி வச்சிருப்போம். இட் மே கிவ் சம் அலர்ட் டு யூ. தட் இஸ் நீ வந்து செட் பண்ணியிருக்கிற இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் வந்து தப்பா இருக்கு, யூ ஆர் இன் ஆர்ம் மோட் அப்படின்னு சம் அலர்ட் ஏதாவது கொடுத்துட்டு it will come back to the user. So these are all the 7 modes of operation. In detail we will discuss these things, but this is a story behind that. User mode, supervisor mode, fast interrupt mode, normal interrupt mode, abort mode has 2 types, free fetch abort and the data abort, then undefined mode. Okay, if time permits, go through your handout in a little detailed way. Supervisor mode la bias program எல்லாம் ரன் ஆகுதுன்னு சொல்றாங்க. அண்ட் ஆல்சோ செகண்டரி மெமரி டு பிரைமரி மெமரி காப்பி பண்ணி இதை ரன் பண்ணுன்னு சொல்றாங்க. தென் யூசர் மோட் இஸ் த நார்மல் ஆப்ரேஷன். சிஸ்டம் மோட் இஸ் த ஒன் திங் யூ நீட் டு நோ. ஆப் ஐகான் நீ மூவ் பண்றல, ப்ராசஸர் மூவ்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் யூசர் மோட் டு சிஸ்டம் மோட் எப்போ மூவ் ஆகுனா, எக்ஸாம்பிள் ரீஅரேஞ்சிங் த ஆப் ஐகான். ஒரு ஆப் ஐக்கான ரீஅரேஞ்ச் பண்றீங்களா, தட் இஸ் ஒன் ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஆஃப் யுவர் சிஸ்டம் மோட். ஓகே, then remaining things are very simple. Fast interrupt, then whenever the interrupt comes you will get into that, and after particular interrupt finishes you will come back to the user mode. Okay, so abort mode la free fetch abort and data abort. Prefetch abort we will discuss in the tomorrow's class in detail. Then we will get into the new topic, and the new topic நான் சொல்லிடுறேன், கொஞ்சம் ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு வா. நியூ டாபிக் இஸ் கால்ட் எக்ஸப்ஷன்ஸ் ஹேண்ட்லிங். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் எக்ஸப்ஷன், இன் விச் ஹவு வி ஆர் கோயிங் டு யூஸ் இட், கொஞ்சம் கோ த்ரூ பண்ணிட்டு வா. டேக் அ ஸ்கிரீன்ஷாட் ஆஃப் திஸ் ஸ்லைட் and try to read something in advance and come to the next class. Thank you very much. You people are not finished the first 3 quizzes 100%. Thereby we didn't posted any quizzes, but today we are going to post all the remaining quizzes. Your dead date is before CAA you need to finish all your module 1 quizzes, and also the experiments what we have completed. Try to finish your observation. Soon we will share you the record content. You need to write and upload your work. Thank you very much. ரொம்ப அமைதியா கிளாஸ் கவனிச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறேன். எத்தனை பேர் நோட்ஸ் எடுத்திருக்கேன்னு